That's one heck of a fountain to be hidden away down here.
Oh. Wait! Over there! Serena, wake up! It's me, Veronica.
Hmm? That's your sister?
Serena! We said we'd always be there for each other, didn't we? Well, I'm here for you now.
Oh, I'm ever so sorry. It's just Veronica! Is that really you? What in the world has happened?
But how did you know it was me?
We've been sisters a long time, you know. It would take a lot more than a new look to fool me.
Oh yes, very funny. What were you doing lying on the ground like that?
Sorry to interrupt the reunion, but did...
Well, if you want to get technical about it, actually... But we don't look the same age anymore because, well, it's all a bit... I told you I was taken off by monsters, didn't I? They've been kidnapping people so they can steal... Well, I wasn't going to let them have mine without putting up a fight. But the more I resisted, the younger I got. I don't quite understand... What I'm basically saying is that I'm not a child.
Okay, we get it. You're not a kid. But you still look like one.
Of course I do. Why do you think I brought you here? I want you to help me clobber those stupid...
You will help us, won't you? I promise to do my bit as well. I have some really rather wonderful healings.
I almost forgot. Abracadabra. Are you potty? You come here and tell Jarvis that you let that lovely, juicy specimen escape? Ooh, this jars. Do you crackpots think sorcerers like Veronica come along often? Do you have any idea what we're... You knew I wanted to drain all her magic so I could earn the Lord of Shadow's respect.
The Lord of Shadows?
the monsters who jumped me in the bathhouse and brought me. See that jar by the big fat one? That's what he was sucking all my magic
And I guess we'd better figure out how to get them back.
Veronica.
Huh?
Oh, splashing hot. Especially when they bring me presents. If it isn't, yeah, just sit tight while we suck every ounce of...
Looks like we'll be fighting our way out of this one.
Veronica wins again!
I'll never be the Lord of Shut.
Who is this Lord of... We'll find out soon enough.
Right, time to get my magic back. I hope this works.
But you look just the same. Were all our efforts...
No, need to worry on that front. I can feel the old magic zinging from the ends of my pigtails.
Then why do you still look like a little girl?
Oh. I'm not really sure. I suppose whatever made me younger can't... But it could be worse. I mean, you know what they say. You're only young. Twice.
Trust you to see the funny side. Well, I suppose I'd better get used to having a twin sister half my... By the way, you have noticed who we're traveling with, haven't you?
Of course I have. And so have you, it seems. Bold luminary, Yggdrasil's chosen, long have we waited to greet you. We of Arborea swear to protect you. While we live, none shall defeat you.
There are those who would accuse you of bringing disaster on our world. You are a hero. The light in your eyes, the light told of in the legends of Arborea, it proves that beyond...
I knew it was you the moment I saw you.
So now you have magical twins swearing to serve and protect you? I guess you really are the luminary, huh?
There's plenty more we need to talk about, but we have to take care of something first. I wasn't the only one they were keeping prisoner, you know. Now, if I remember rightly, there should be a door around here somewhere.
Gosh, look at all these cells. What a horrid place.
Hey, who's there?
Don't worry, you're safe now. We took care of that potty old fathead and his
Thanks. I owe you one. I was starting to worry they were going to get sick of feeding me and...
You were starting to worry? And what about your poor little daughter all on her own,
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. Wait, you know Connie?
We do. And she's fine, thanks for asking. The owner of the bar back in town is looking after her.
Oh, listen, I appreciate your help, really, I do. I'm Noah, by the way. If there's anything I can do to repay you, just say the word.
Noah, huh? Where have I heard that name before?
Look, I've taken up enough of your time. I should, get back and see how, Connie's doing. Thanks a million.
Well, he certainly left in rather a hurry.
You can say that again. Very fishy. Well, never mind. We should head back too.
awake at last, huh? Don't.
And now we're up. It's time to continue our little talk from before about Serena and I and how we're going to help you.
We have a legend in Arborea. It says that one day the Dark One will descend to extinguish the light, but that Yggdrasil's chosen.
I know it's hard to believe. I mean, look at you. But it's true. You're the reincarnate. I still can't work out why they'd need to bring you back if the Dark One was defeated, to be honest. But ours is not to reason why. Once we fulfill our sacred duty and get you to Yggdrasil, I'm sure all will be revealed.
Yggdrasil, huh? Well, I for one want to know what the heck's going on. Let's mosey on over there.
Have you ever tried thinking before opening your big mouth? In case you hadn't noticed,
They say that the luminary visited the World Tree before his battle with the Dark One. But alas, the legends do not tell us how.
What? Not even you special protectors of the magical ancient wonder truths, no? Bummer. Yggdrasil, Yggdrasil, Yggdrasil. Wait, I think I might have an...
Really? What is it?
You know that guy we bust out of jail yesterday? I remembered where I know him from. He sells information to...
And you think he might know how we can reach the World Tree? Wonderful! Well, what are we waiting for? To the bar!
Come on, Daddy. Let's go. The nice man who keeps bringing you drink.
Just one more for the road, sweetie. You never know. He might have...
Fishing for rumors, huh? Some things never change. You're Noah, right? In the circles I used to move in, you were pretty famous. You were the... No nugget of knowledge too big or too small. Noah the know-it-all knows them all.
And what if they did? I can't help it if Juicy Tid... Well, I don't go trying to get mixed up in this stuff. It just happens. Like when I mistakenly went in the ladies' bath, I only stuck me head in there to see what all the commotion was, and there they... Normally, I would have walloped the lot of them, of course, but I just had me tea. The villains collared the both of us and...
She... kind of. Anyway, we were wondering if you might...
Crikey. You lot don't do things by halves, do ya? Got a big score in mind, eh? On the way here, Connie and me was travelling across the desert. We didn't have no grub left, no water, nothing. We just about give... Next thing I know, I'm waking up in the Sultan's... Anyway, when I come to, that's when I seen it. Beautiful it was. Well, I know top-end gear when I see it. If that weren't a branch of the...
Did you hear that, Veronica? A branch from Yggdrasil has...
yes. Lighting the path ahead for the loop. So it turns out you are capable of having...
We should head for the desert right away. It's beyond the checkpoint southwest of here. That marks the border with...
We of Arborea swear to protect you. While we live, none shall defeat you. Here, you'll need this to get to Gallopolis.
The guards at the checkpoint are awful sticklers for formalities, but if you show them that... Just look at all these people. How marvelous. Is there some kind of festival going?
Yes, Gallopolis is the kingdom of the desert knight, isn't it? And of the racetrack where they love to compete. I think we've arrived in town just in time for the whole...
Well, you go play with ponies if you like. I'm off to look for the...
Oh, let Mr. Moody No Fun go off on his own if he wants.
Galopolitans, this is no ordinary sand national. This race marks the day that Faris, my son and heir, come... No. An event of such significance must have eloquence to match. Such functional pleasantries will not thrill my beloved. And who exactly might you be? I have no time to grant an audience to...
Father, my training is complete.
Then give me the pledge.
A knight's word is his bond, his kingdom his master. He serves the weak untiringly, challenges the strong, unflinchingly, and never retreats in...
Yes, very good. The knight's pledge must always be your guide, my son. You are a man now, Faris. And tomorrow's race shall prove it. You must...
Fear not, beloved father. I shall disappoint neither you nor they. Oh. What is your name, stranger? And what bring... Surely he speaks of the rainbow. It is the only treasure of our kingdom that would warrant such a description. I believe I can assist you, friend. Visit me in my chambers at the foot of the great staircase. You came. Yes. Your height and physique are... You should be aware that the branch you seek is a priceless royal treasure. My father is unlikely... However, he might be persuaded to part with it if the request came from his beloved. But the palace walls have so many unwelcome ears. The noise of the sun! Then it is agreed. I will meet you at the entrance to that ridiculous tent.
Gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the act you've all been waiting for. Prepare yourselves for an experience like no other.
Gentlemen, please! There is no need to be afraid! The great Silvano will never endanger his... After all, darlings, you are the ones who make this show so special! Quickly, we must talk while the people are distracted. And please, not a word. Now, as you may be aware, the Sun National is the most important event of the year here in Gallopolis. And tomorrow, I am due to make my debut in the race to end all races. However, I cannot ride. In fact, I have barely so much as sat in the sun.
What?
I have so far been able to hide this unfortunate fact, but if I were to take part in the race, the inconvenience... And yet I have no choice for a prince of Gallopolis not to take part in the Sun National in the year of... So you see, your coming here was fated. It is a sign. The forces of destiny...
Your double? How's that gonna work? Won't everyone notice?
The fates have provided that also. For you see, the royal family always races in full armor. Oh, please, please. I beg of you. You must help me. You must enter the sun.
You are the most pathetic excuse for a prince I've ever seen. If you think we're going to help you...
Is that so? Then I assume that your need...
Wow. Talk about shameless.
Call me what you will, it changes nothing. You will do as the fates wish and take my place in the race? Yes? I knew you would see sense in the... I took the liberty of arranging rooms for you at the inn. Rest well. I will see you in the stables. You will find the stable entrance in the western part of the city. Do not...
Hello, Galopolitans! This is...
All hail Prince Varys! Such a fun
It must be wonderful to be so popular, darling. The name's Silvano, by the way. One of the other riders had a little whoopsie.
I don't think I'll be going easy on you just because you're royalty. Where would be the fun in that?
Oh, magnificent! I hardly dared think that you... Now quickly, my public await. I shall take the reins. Fear not, my friend. I have not forgotten my promise. I will discuss the rainbow. Praise the fates. Our plan was a success. Thank you. You have spared me great humiliation. I will go...
All hail Prince Faris, pride of the desert, horseman extraordinaire. Wait, don't tell me you were... Surely you didn't let your understudy...
Wait! But you do not understand the pressure I am under. I did what was necessary for the sake of my...
And there was silly old Silvando thinking that night...
Silence! I am the prince of this kingdom, and I...
1,000 pardons.
Enter.
The Sultan wishes to see you, Your Highness. Your magnificent display.
Very good. My promise still stands. Come to the throne room in a little...
So nice to see a royal with the common touch. You were wonderful out there today, darling. Maybe...
humble. All I have ever desired is to fulfill... Father, if I may, I have promised to assist these travelers. Would you...
Gladly, my son. It warms my heart to see you aiding those in need.
Thank you, Father.
Your Majesty, the beast has returned. It attacked one of our men while we were out on... The Slayer of the Sands is back? Why must the accursed... We will stand for this no longer. I must dispatch my fun. But wait. My boy, the fates are speaking to us. Capturing the Slayer.
What? Oh, Father, so many of our bravest men have confronted the creature and...
Truly, it is the most able who are the most humble, but you cannot have... This is your moment, Faris, my boy.
But...
1,000 pardons. The rainbow will have to wait. Just breathe, Alice. I beg of you, the Slayer of the Sands will dare me live.
Spoken like a true desert knight. Sir.
No! No, such a thing is impossible! I am no knight! Oh, it is not my fault! I am an only child! I did not wish to disappoint my parents or my people, But the more I fulfilled them, the more their expectations grew. And now, don't you see? If you refuse to help me, I will be sent to my doom. And through... Oh, thank you. 10,000 thank yous. We must make preparations to depart immediately.
What a pathetic excuse for a prince.
Oh, we mustn't be so hard on him, Veronica. I'm sure it can't be easy growing up with everyone expecting so much of you.
I mean no disrespect, Your Highness, but how could you do this to us? You have volunteered us for so...
Fear not, trusted retainers. We do not journey into the jaws of danger. Ha! Impeccable timing as always. Allow me to introduce our knights in shining armor. These brave Now, the beast's lair is said to be located deep within the celestial sands. We march immediately for Gallopolis!
For Gallopolis.
Yeah! Yeah!
Room for a little one? Oh, I'd hate to miss a good beast hunt. Huh?
There's no such thing as a good beast hunt, friend. If I were you...
Well, aren't you just a lovely, patronizing little dear? Look, I'm worried about the half-wit prince getting himself killed. Can I come with you or not? Playing hard to get, huh? Ooh, you are a one. I'm not letting you leave without me. Ow!
heat, the dry air, it is too much, too much. Let us spend the night here. The monster will have to... There you are.
That's right. You get your beauty sleep, Princey dear. You've got a hard day of getting us to do your dirty work for you to be preparing for. Come on, you. Let's have a sit down and a nice chat, shall we? So, 2 boys and 2 girls out on a lovely adventure together, huh? How romantic. But what kind of adventure, I wonder? Come on.
To be perfectly honest, we're none too sure ourselves just yet. But for the moment, we're trying to get to Yggdrasil. We need to understand more about the mysteries surrounding the luminaries. It's all to do with a horrible being called the Dark One. He wants to bring death and destruction to the world. And we want to stop him.
All right, Big Mouth, that's enough. You don't need to tell the jolly jester a whole life story.
My. So there's a dastardly villain coming to steal all the smiles and laughter from the world. And you 4 heroes are on a daring mission to stop him before it's too late. Oh, now that does sound fun.
You've got a strange idea of fun.
What about you, Sylvando? What made you leave home and set out on the road?
Oh, you don't want to hear my boring old stories. We've got a big day ahead of us tomorrow. Come on, kiddies. Betty buys.
Well, aren't we full of mysteries? What's his deal?
The Slayer of the Sands was last seen here.
The cowardly creature is nowhere to be found. It must have fled in fear. Let us return to the castle and inform my... The Slayer of the Sands!
Principal. Show that filthy thing what real knights are made of. Oh dear. Looks like poor old Faris has been struck down with stage fright. Come on, gang. This little drama needs a hero or two.
Told you I was tough.
That will teach you to be so grumpy. Now, hold nice and still while I tie you up.
The battle is won! The Slayer of the Sands is bested! You saw me, man, did you not? You saw the People's Prince defeat the...
Yes, Your Highness.
You have my thanks, friend. My heroic feat, I still have not forgotten what I promised. I will speak with my father.
Really, Principal? That's how you're gonna play it? And what do you think they'll be expecting of you next, huh?
You speak as though I have a choice! Are you suggesting that I disappoint my...
I'm not suggesting anything, darling. You do what you need to do.
To Gallopolis, men! We return!
This feels all kinds of wrong. You're right, Sylvander.
Oh, I think the poor boy knows that well enough. All he needs. Anyway, I'd better be getting along. I'm sure we'll bump into each other again soon.
My fellow Gallopolitans, Faris, your prince, the future of our kingdom is surely safe in the hands of one so gallant and
Beloved Gallopolitans, Yes, I captured the beast, but I did not act. And it is that same love that will allow me to
Repeat after me now. A knight's word?
A knight's word is his bond.
Don't stop.
He serves the weak untiringly. Challenges the
That's more like it. Now, my little Princey Pooh, do you want to be remembered as a miserable coward?
I wish to be remembered as a knight of Columbus.
Darling, you were wonderful. Amazing what you can do when you put your mind to it, huh?
Wait.
I won't always be here to remind you what it means to be a knight, though. Better not go forgetting.
Wait! A friend! Where did you become so well-versed in the ways of chivalry?
Who, me? Don't be ridiculous, darling. I'm just a silly...
Yes, Father. It was he who...
Varys, look at me. The burden that was placed upon you, it was more than any boy could... It is I who must apologize, not you. But rest assured that I have learned my lesson. And it seems you have learned something too, despite your protestations. The brave Sir Hendrik will be happy to take one such as herself under his wing, I am sure.
Hendrik? Wasn't that the name of the guy who was chasing?
Ah, but I am forgetting our guests. Father, it is a royal treasure, of course. But surely you agree that they have done more than enough to deserve it.
Certainly, certainly. But my boy, I sold the rainbow to a traveling...
What? What would compel you to sell one of our most precious...
Are you blind, boy? Did you not notice the grandeur with which we celebrated this year's San...
Father...
Forgive me. All I I can tell you is that the merchant to whom I sold this letter will grant you passage through the checkpoint that leads there.
A thousand pardons! I did not know that the red... It is scant consolation, I am sure, but please, take this. It allows one to provoke distant foes into combat, and is an excellent way to gain battle experience. You have done our kingdom a great service. Should you ever need our and as for me, I will be sorry to see you leave. But I am sure... yeah.
At last! I was beginning to think you would snuck out through the stage door.
Huh? Hey! You again? What are you...
Hey. Ta-da! Oh, don't be coy, darling. I want to come with you, of course. You should never have told me about your heroic quest.
What are you talking about? You can't just decide to come with us.
Believe me, honey, I know it. I've seen my fair share of fun and games on my travels. What kind of jester would I be? But I've seen tragedy, too. People attacked by monsters. You know, my dream has always been to build a wonderful theater. Somewhere... But how can I do that if this dark one of yours is going to be out there making people's lives... What I'm trying to say, darlings, is that we all want the same thing. So... Mwah!
This guy really doesn't take no for an answer.
Guess I'm part of the gang now. Yay!
Well, to get to Yggdrasil, we're going to need the rainbow.
Gondolia. But honey, that's a port town. He's probably hopped on a boat and...
That's true. Well...
The ferry? Please, darling. We don't have time to be...
Well, what's your bright idea then?
I was thinking a ship of our own might be... And luckily for you, I happen to have picked up a lovely little...
What? You've got your own boat? That's amazing. You're going up in...
You'd really be willing to let us use your ship, Mr.
But of course, sweetie. That's what friends are for. And guess where the old girl is docked, No. So what are we waiting for? The ocean beckons, shipman.